Hello everyone and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, today we are going to talk a little bit about times and dates. A few questions I've been asked this week about times and dates makes me realize that this is something I take for granted. That means it's something that I often forget about because it's so easy. Well, let's start with the time. In the time, we often talk about minutes past the hour, up until the half hour, and then we talk about minutes to the hour. So, for example, it's 5 past 1, 10 past 1, quarter past 1, 20 past 1, 25 past 1, half past 1. And then it becomes 25 to 2, 25 to 3, well, no, it doesn't. It becomes half past 1, and then it becomes 25 to 2, 20 to 2, 20 to 3. Okay, so it's past the hour one way, and when it goes up the other way, it's to the hour. So let's start again from the half hour. Okay, so from the half hour, you then have 25 to 1, 20 to 1, quarter to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1, and then 1 o'clock. Okay, so just to go over that again, the first 30 minutes is past the hour: 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, and half past, in 5-minute cycles. Okay, or of course you can say 26 minutes past, 27 minutes past, it doesn't matter. And then going back up on the other side, it's to the hour, not past the hour. So for example, it's 25 to 6. It's quarter to 6, it's 10 to 6. Okay. The other thing you need to know is about our 24-hour clock. Most computers show 24-hour clock, and that's when you have 0 100 hours, 0 200 hours, 0 300 hours, 1600 hours, 1700 hours, and usually it says afterwards GMT or Pacific time or wherever you are in the world. With the original clock, the analog clock, we use AM and PM, but we do not use AM and PM when we're talking about the 24-hour clock. Also, with the 24-hour clock, you cannot say 25 minutes to 16, for example. You have to use always past the hour. So it's 16:15, 16:30, 16:45, 16:50. So with the digital and world clock and the 24-hour clock, which is the same thing, you have to use to the hour. You always have to use past the hour, not to the hour. That's what I want to say. My goodness me, this is confusing, isn't it? Okay, let's go over this one more time. The analog clock, half an hour is past, half an hour is to the next hour. 24-hour clock is always past. 17:15, 17:20, 17:25, 17:30. Okay. Let's move on and talk a little bit about dates. Well, dates are very easy, but there's a little bit of a difference between American English and British English. Okay, so for example, Britain, we would say it's the 2nd of March, and we would write 2 ND to show it's the 2nd. In America, they simply write 2 March. Okay. Also, 10 March, we would write 10 TH, 10th of March, to give it its ordinal number. Or if we're writing it in full, it would be TENTH. In America, they don't give it the last part, it's just 1st March without the ST. So it would be 1 March, 2 March, 3 March if it's written. Okay, that's the big difference. So when you see a written document, if it says 1 March or 2 March, it's probably American. 1st March, 2nd of March with the ST and the ND is more than likely British. Okay, so that tells you a little bit more about our date system. It's not the easiest thing to get your head around, to have a clear understanding, but hopefully that helps. Okay, so to continue on with dates, the other thing you need to know is in America they reverse the order. So for example, if I'm writing the 2nd of January 2011, I write 2111. Okay? Whereas in America, they would write the month first, 1211. That's why 9/11 is called 9/11. It wasn't the 9th of November, it was the 11th of September. Yeah? So they've written it backwards. And it's very confusing for British people, and I'm sure it must be for you as a learner as well. Okay, so 9/11, if it happened in the UK, would really be called 11/9 because it was the 11th of September after all, you know. But they always put the month first, so it's 9/11. Okay, that's the big difference in dates. So just to recap quickly on what we've learned today, with dates first of all, we're saying that in written English in America, they simply put 1 March, 2 March, 3 March, 1 January, 4 January. In written English in Britain, we put first, second, third with little STs and NDs and RDs to show those numbers. Okay, and the other thing is we do it with day, month, year if we're abbreviating the dates. For example, 1st of November 2005, 1/11/05 or 1/11/2005. In America that becomes 11/1. And it is very confusing, and you have to be very careful with that. It's a very strange American thing, and it causes confusion, especially if you're trying to meet on certain dates. Okay, so there we are. That's a little bit about time and date today. I hope you found this useful. As always, feel free to get in touch. Any comments, questions you might have, or any help that you might need, please leave a comment on Dailymotion. My books or links to my books are all on the Dailymotion site as well, so please have a look at those. If there's any books that you want, you can ask me directly and I'll send them to you free of charge. And that's all. Anything else, you can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Dailymotion, email, whatever. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.